Change is a part of life. Sometimes we like it, sometimes we don't. But today is a day of great news because some things are changing here at Leaders.Church. So in today's episode, we're going to talk with you about these new exciting changes at Leaders.Church and why you'll want to capitalize on these changes today. Here we go.
You know, it was back in the spring of 2007 when we first launched what was then called the Hardy Group. And we kind of yucked it up a little bit that it was my wife and me and Jesus. But that really was the start of us beginning to try to minister to pastors and church leaders in a one-on-one personal way. And Jonathan came on board with us in early 2014. And then we actually launched Leaders.Church in the form that a lot of people know it as a monthly membership now. We launched that in August of 2014. What we realized was prior to that time, we at a peak were serving 18 pastors around the country. And the stark reality was there are about 350,000 churches in America, besides Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, and all the English-speaking countries and the others. And so we realized we were not even scratching the surface. So we launched August 1st, 2014, Leaders.Church and the monthly membership that really has grown and has been a great blessing to hundreds of pastors, even into the thousands up to today. But that model has not changed in this entire 6-year period of time. And we're excited today to talk to you about some major changes, major improvements that are going to help Leaders.Church help you be all that you really want to be and need to be. That's exactly what we're going to talk about in this episode.
Yeah, it's going to be some exciting things to come here.
Well, we really are excited about it. And I will tell you, you know, your focus, you're watching and listening to this podcast because you're interested in becoming better as a pastor. We talked about this last week in episode 46, the 3 steps to becoming a better pastor. And we believe the things we're going to talk with you about today are going to help you get better, help you grow, and in turn help your church grow because you want to see more lives transformed, and we want that for you. So that's exactly what we're going to talk about today.
Well, and I was just going to say, the reality is the reason why we're making these changes that we're going to be sharing with you, and the reason why we want to invest in you as a ministry leader is because we believe that growing churches are led by growing pastors.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're listening to Church Tips podcast, and that's excellent. But so much of what I have discovered, and I think you have seen, but with all the years of experience that you have interacting with pastors, I mean, you've consulted with hundreds of churches and pastors. I mean, literally thousands of people you've been talking to. There's a common denominator in the growing churches.
Exactly.
And it's the pastor, it's the ministry leaders, it's their leadership.
Right.
And that's really why Leaders.Church even began in the first place. I mean, that's why we bought the website, Leaders.Church, because we believe in growing churches being led by growing pastors who are leading at higher and higher levels all the time, and they're developing the people. And so that's why the things we're going to be talking about today will really help you be a better pastor, be a better leader. Because when you're leading better, that's what's going to help you break the barriers that you might be facing, the obstacles that you need to overcome. It's going to help you figure out how to make better decisions, how to navigate the changes that you need to make, how to lead through a crazy 2020 pandemic. Like, what do you do?
Right.
Well, when you're a better leader, you're able to navigate these things better and faster. And so that's why we believe so much in investing in you. That's why we exist.
Right.
That's why Dick and Jonathan are here, is to help you be a better pastor. And so that's really why we're making these changes, because we want to be able to provide a more customized opportunity for you based upon your needs. And so we're going to be talking about some of the structure changes that we're making today, but that kind of gives a little bit of the framework of why it is we're doing what we're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's jump into this, Jonathan, and talk to us a little bit about the value that we see is going to be emanating out of Leaders.Church to the benefit of the pastor. So what's the value of all these changes we're looking at making?
Well, so basically what this is going to allow pastors to do is it's just going to help them have even more resources at their disposal to tap into. And so we've provided, there are certainly if you have not been a part of Leaders.Church membership, there's a bunch of 50 some odd plus video series, over 300 videos that are all geared toward different topics related to leadership.
Right.
But when you boil it down, leadership's kind of that common denominator, because that's what we believe is the key for churches to keep growing and reaching more people in their communities. And so you have that component, but then we also have a bunch of church documents that we've added into the membership portal, where they're just sample documents from churches. One of the benefits of Dick Hardy is the network of pastors. He is just connected with people, and so we've got a sampling of all kinds of different stuff in there that is going to basically help you do things faster. I mean, there's orientation manuals, training manuals for volunteer positions. There's job descriptions. There's all kinds of different stuff in there, documents that you'd use in ministry.
Right.
And if you can take something and implement it, put your logo on it, tweak it to make it fit for you, it saves you from having to reinvent the wheel. And so that's one of the things that I think is just super helpful.
It really is, and it creates a sense of value and benefit to you, because you're cautious of the way you're spending your money. Where are you going to put your investment that's really going to have the kind of return? The value that's going to come out of Leaders.Church in the days, weeks, and months to come is going to be exponentially greater than what we've seen in the past. And it is such because we want that value to land on your desk, in your life, in your ministry. Yep. That's what's going to help you move forward. Yep. So from how things work. How are these options going to come to play? When they get in there and go on the website, they're going to see 3 different options. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
So we are moving from a singular pricing rate this structure.
These options didn't exist before.
Right. Before it was just one thing and that was it.
One size fits all.
Yep. One size fits all. So now we have 3 different options.
Right.
There's what we're calling the standard, the advanced, and the premium features.
Okay.
The membership plans. And so you get, obviously you receive more options the higher up you go membership level wise. But the idea here is we want to be able to make it more customized for what your needs are. So you may not need the coaching calls that come with it if you want coaching calls quarterly. You might not want an on-site visit opportunity, which we give to our premium members. Right. And so you may say, well, that's not for me, and that's fine. We don't want to give you more than you don't need. The ability to track, you can actually add users to your account, so you can have your team, whether they're volunteer or staff, doesn't matter. You can add your team to the account, and you can actually track their progress.
Right.
Well, those are things that you might not need, and so you may want the standard plan, which is more just geared toward an individual. So those are some of the different changes that are coming, so that way it can be more geared toward where people are.
So
at.
As you're stepping up, you mentioned those users. If you have the standard, you're getting 1 user. That's
just
you.
It's just for you. Yeah.
And if you go to the advanced, you get what, 5?
From anywhere from 2 to 5, basically up to 5 users for that account level.
And then how does it work for the premium?
And then the premium is unlimited
users.
So it doesn't matter how many people you want to add in there.
So if you've got a boatload of leaders, board members, if you have paid staff, that premium really gives you the breadth of everything in there.
Yeah. So
those are the options that are sitting in front of you that are new and available to you starting today. And then we're going to talk about how this actually prices out. And this gets to be kind of exciting. If you're in this window from the 26th of August to the September 3rd, talk to us about how this pricing is going to work.
Yeah, so right now, what we're doing is, as we're preparing for these changes, is we're going to grandfather people in at the current rate that we have for Leaders.Church, which is $37 a month or $370 a year. So basically, you get 2 months free if you do the annual plan, which basically
that's the best value, really.
Yeah, equates to basically $30 a month if you annualize that out. So we're going to grandfather people in right now. So you, between now and through September 3rd, on September 4th is the official date when these changes are taking place. And at that point, then the new price structure is going to begin. But until then, you get grandfathered in and you get all the premium. You're basically a premium level member at the standard price. So it's just kind of a great opportunity. We want to give everyone one last chance basically to get in, get the stuff.
So, I mean, right now, This is called a steal of a deal.
It equates to basically 47% off.
Oh,
so you're almost half of what you would.
If you'll get this between now and the 3rd of September.
Yeah, and basically what that allows you to do then is, as long as you're a member, you are locked in at that price. Yeah. So it doesn't change the next month.
Right.
Or if you're on the annual plan, it doesn't change the next year.
Right.
It's once, as long as you're a member, like that's the price. And so it's just kind of a key opportunity.
So the new price is going to be what? Starting September 4th.
Yeah, so if you choose the annual plans, it basically amounts to the $30 billed annually, but it's basically $30 a month, or $40 a month for the advanced. And then I think it ends up being about $52. Well, or if you do the month to month, it's $69 a month for the premium.
Anyway, you can see all this at the Leaders.Church site.
Yep.
And then do we want to talk about where do they go? Do we want to reference? We got a special link that we want you to use.
So this is going to be a special link for you, for our podcast listeners.
Now this is a unique link, so pay attention to this.
Yeah. So just go to Leaders.Church/grandfather. So again, that's Leaders.Church/grandfather, all one word, and you will be able to get grandfathered in at this $370 or the $37 monthly price point.
Yep.
Get all the premium features, which you'll see all of them there on the website. We mentioned a bunch of them here, but bottom line is this is a way for you to grow and to develop.
Exactly.
And there's a lot of pastors that are doing this. They're taking the time. They're carving out. I think of Barry, lead pastor in Florida.
Yep.
He recently told us about how he's seeing results.
Yep.
I mean, he's growing, and what he's doing is he's being intentional about it. And I think that's the key as you consider jumping into this.
You told me he's doing what, like 15 minutes a day. He's specifically putting into his investment.
It's just like on the calendar.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like you just have to do it. So he's sitting down watching a video. We didn't even talk about the discussion guides we make available for training, but there's all this stuff. We could go on and on about all the things you're going to get. But the point is, you have to be intentional.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about Barry. He's down in Florida at this church, and he's seeing a noticeable difference personally in his ability to lead the church. And I mean,
and that's going to translate to the benefit of the church.
Well, yeah, you just think about the hundreds, potential, thousands. Of people in the community,
right?
The people that come and go and move away, and then the influence they have other places. I mean,
and it's all because Barry's taking time to invest in himself.
Yep.
You've got to do that.
Yep. Specifically investing in his leadership.
Exactly.
And I think that's the key thing that I loved seeing about what he's noticing there. So
I mean, we are absolutely pumped for this opportunity here over these next few days for you to be able to jump in and get the very best price you could ever get to get the value and to help grow you as a leader. I'm just telling you, I've been at this a long time. He's been at it a good amount of time. We want you to grow. And when you grow, the church can grow.
Yeah.
So I would strongly encourage you to get in there, go to Leaders.Church/grandfather, and just peruse around, take a look at it, and you get all of it. All of it's that's there up through September 3rd if you'll jump into Leaders.Church membership. And we're going to welcome you with open arms and say, let's get after it.
Yep, that's awesome.
So what else we got? Anything else?
That's it.
We're good to go. Thanks very much for hanging with us today. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to drop us a note and contact us. Or we've got our phone number on there, 417-344-1000. You can call us. I'll talk to you personally, and because that comes directly to me. But we want to help you be better, and we think that all that we're talking about today will do exactly that. Thanks for hanging with us. Make it a great one, and be blessed.
Hey, Jonathan here. Real quick before you go. Everything in your ministry rises and falls on your leadership. So investing in your leadership is essential to staying healthy and growing the ministry. And that's why I want to invite you to join us inside the Leaders.Church membership. This online streaming service for pastors gives you access to more than 300 videos plus training material to level up your leadership and improve your ministry skills. If you'd like to do that, I want to invite you to go to Leaders.Church/boost. Again, that's Leaders.Church/boost. Well, thanks again for joining us on the Church Tips Podcast. We'll look forward to seeing you next time.